Hello YouTube, my name is Scott, and I just got around to watching She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, Season 2, Episode 6. This one was very different from other episodes because it was a lot like an episode of Lost. So Lord Hordak got sick of Shadow Weaver just being, languishing in a jail cell with no information to provide or anything, so he ordered Catra to send her to a place called Beast Island, which Scorpio just thought was a myth that was made up to scare the soldiers, but apparently is real. So, in between bouts of Catra pleading with Shadow Weaver to give her something she can use, we see the bulk of the episode focusing on a flashback into Shadow Weaver's life, when she lived on Mysticor and was known as Light Spinner, and was one of the most powerful sorceresses out there. We see her tutoring a young boy named Micah, yes, that Micah who grows up to be Glimmer's father, in the ways of magic, and it turns out he's fairly talented. But at the same time, the Horde has landed on Etheria, and they're attacking and taking everything over. The other sorcerers think the princesses will be able to stop them, but Light Spinner, she doesn't agree. And she gets Micah's help to perform a very powerful spell that will basically allow her to absorb magic. The problem is, it's a spell of dark magic. Micah does help her, but in order to save him, she absorbs it all herself and winds up becoming Shadow Weaver, more powerful than all the other sorcerers. And she comes close to killing Micah, but leaves him be before she vanishes and goes to offer her services to Hordak. Now, this particular spell can only be performed when the moons of Etheria are in alignment. And when we get back to the present, the moons are in alignment once again, and even though Shadow Weaver's crystal is broken and we assume she has no power, Catra, it seems, left her something in her tray of food. And she was able to create a magic spell with it. This, of course, was after a heartfelt moment when she told Catra that she'd been so hard on her because Catra was so much like her. But basically, it seemed like character development and some good bonding, but it turned out she was just using her to get the magic dust that she needed to escape. So Catra's all ticked off. And at the very end, we see the trio trying to boost the signal of Bo's tracking device to pick up a transmission from the first one ship that we saw, but they don't know what that is yet. I assume it's a ship because one of the words that Adora could actually read is Serenia, which sounds like a ship name. Unfortunately, it also said Mara, and that's probably bad news. Oh, and there is this one scene where, a while after Shadow Weaver's pledged her allegiance to Hordak, a couple of his guards bring in baby Adora, and she agrees to look after her because she can feel the power that's coming from her. Which is weird because that's nothing that's ever been mentioned before. But I guess she would have if it was her destiny to be She-Ra, the whole Chosen One thing. I like the whole flipping around, making it a flashback, and getting a good look into Shadow Weaver's background. And almost some of the same from Hordak. I don't remember. Yeah, it was the beginning of this episode. We see, machines attaching his armor to him. It's like he's got some sort of serious physical problem. And I gotta admit, I'm kind of intrigued to find out what it is. And hopefully we will in the next episode. See you next time.